A Democratic socialist is going to City Hall in Seattle. Voters electing Katie Wilson. This was a tight one, but now it is has been called. She will be their next mayor. Some calling her the West Coast Zohran Mamdani. William LaJeunesse has all the story for us. Hi there, William.
Good morning, Martha. You remember Seattle is home to Amazon, Starbucks, Nordstrom, Expedia. Nearby, you have Microsoft, Boeing, Costco, and yet voters there just elected as mayor a 40-year-old self-described socialist and progressive activist, Katie Wilson. She rents a 600-foot apartment with her husband, doesn't own a car, and is supported financially partially by her parents.
People have been calling me the Zohran Mamdani of Seattle. As we all know, Zohran is charismatic, telegenic, and stylish. I, on the other hand, am deeply awkward.
Wilson ran on a Trump-proofing Seattle campaign, increasing taxes on corporations and the rich, favoring a local capital gains tax and a wealth tax on assets like houses, stocks, and cars to provide free daycare, public housing, and homeless services.
We'll need to pursue new progressive revenue in order to fund our priorities and make sure that we're delivering services to the people of Seattle. I want everyone in this great city of ours to have a roof over their head. I want universal child care and free K-8 summer care. I want social housing. I want much more land and wealth to be owned and stewarded by communities instead of corporations.
Seattle, y'all gonna be just like New York. You know what? Let me just run as a mayor and just say I'll give the people everything. Will I win? Is that the new play now that the Democrats are doing? We'll give you whatever you want, just vote us in. You know, this woman doesn't have a whole lot. And I'm not even tripping off that. You have your parents helping you pay your daycare. You don't even know what it feels like to really build a business or really put in some work. She's supposed to go to college and she didn't. She went and she quit. That's who y'all want as mayor? Y'all don't want nobody that's really trying to get it. Y'all just want somebody to promise you something. The socialists have taken over the Democratic Party. The new wave for the Democrats now is we'll give you whatever you want, just vote us in. Let's find the biggest corporation and make them the enemy. Starbucks. Everybody's going to get Starbucks saying they're not paying you enough. Then make yourself better and work for a different company. It's really not that hard. You chose to be a barista. Be something else better. Learn something. What do they say? There's 500,000 electrician jobs open. So instead of y'all being baristas, be an electrician. Oh, because you don't want to learn. Oh, that's what it is. You don't want to be a plumber and make guaranteed 6 figures. But you want the job to be a barista, to make coffee, to be a 6-figure job. That's what you want. You want the easy job to get more money. There's opportunities out there for y'all people that's going against Starbucks and going against Amazon that you can actually do and make a lot of money if you put the time in to learn the skill. I'm sorry, making coffee is not a skill. It's not. I make coffees every day. Do I like Starbucks? Starbucks is cool, but I make coffees every day. I got an espresso. I can make the same drink that y'all make at my house. So when you don't have a skill, you do not need to be paid top dollar. Anybody can do your skill. I'm pretty sure Starbucks has a thing where you go, they give you like Starbucks University, you learn everything. So where's the skill? How are you different than the other barista? You don't have a skill. So why should you think you should get paid all this money? Oh, we'll just hire a mayor that says they're going to promise us everything. So what if Starbucks leaves Seattle? What y'all going to do? What if Starbucks say, you know what, we're going to do like In-N-Out and we're going to go to Tennessee? What if Starbucks does that? What if Microsoft just leave and say, you know what, we're going to Texas and Florida? Jeff Bezos already left y'all. He in Florida. You know why he went to Florida? Because of taxes. So y'all really think that y'all gonna punk around these businesses? Why do you think they starting to create? If I wanted to create a coffee company, it'll be no people in it. It'll be automated and it'll be fire. I don't need to have people in there. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all thinking, look, a job is a job. Is Starbucks a career? If you move up. But do you supposed to do 30 years as a coffee barista and get paid all this money and all this benefits for after? Hell no. You're supposed to use it as a job, get another skill, get a career, and get on. Y'all trying to turn these jobs that are not careers into a career because it's easy. But then you say, well, this girl, she's going to give us everything we want and more. Not if the companies leave, idiot. If the companies leave, then you won't have to worry about Starbucks no more because we're leaving. They've already closed up a bunch of them in LA. They're closing them. Oh, you have a problem with us? You want to strike? We'll just close it. We're not even going to deal with that. You know what? We'll just have an all automated Starbucks because you don't have a skill. But now this is what the Democrats are using against y'all is your lack of wanting to work and wanting to get skills. Vote for me and I'll make it happen. They ain't going to be able to do nothing. This girl has failed all through life. She has not even completed college. She has not done a business. She still needs money from her family to take care of her own kids. How is she going to help you with an $8 to $9 billion budget? We have to be realistic. Actually, we need realistic terms and realistic qualifications for somebody to be mayor. We need to switch it up. You need to have a degree, a real degree in business to be in politics. You really have to do the real thing and learn the business and understand business. That needs to be a prerequisite, a business degree, business finance degree, business administration. You need to have some type of degree in business so you understand business. Oh, we're going to take money from here and go here. Huh? We got to start doing a deeper dive in who's funding these people because they're not just getting office by their own. Who's giving her money to run? So she can take money and pay them back quadruple, 10 times. But this is who y'all vote for. The female Mamdani in Seattle. Damn.
Complained about militarizing the police, opposes jail for minor crimes, and wants social workers to replace cops when possible.
Organizer. And I will not stop being a community organizer when I step into the mayor's office. The working people of our city are tired. They are ready for something new, something more hopeful and just and equitable.
Wilson has never held public office. She attended Oxford and founded a nonprofit, Transit Riders Union. She takes office January 1.
If you have a medical problem, would you hire a doctor without experience or without the proper education? If you have a problem with your toilet or your pipes, would you hire somebody that doesn't have the qualifications or the experience to fix that issue? If you have a legal problem and you about to go to jail, will you hire somebody off the street that did not ever do it at all to be able to be your lawyer? Wake up, people. You guys are putting people in office that have no experience. What do you think is going to happen? Do you really want to give $8 to $9 billion to somebody so they can learn on the job and make mistakes so you lose money? Oh, free healthcare, free this, free that, but I never ran a business, so I don't even know how to do that. Mamdani and this chick are just pawns. People are running them from behind. There's puppet masters above them telling them what to do. Dance. Do this, do that. I'll give you a little bit of money. I'll take care of you afterwards. Just do what I tell you to do so we can take the money from the city. Be on the lookout. Seattle, New York City. Watch out. But you guys are putting people in office that have no experience. We need to change the law on who we can put into these seats. I think for me, I would want somebody in politics that has some business experience, a business degree. And you know what? Let's start making degrees important again. Learning a business or in a political degree as well. Learning about politics, learning about socialism, learning about the left, the right. Getting information, understanding what you're representing. Because you think you represented something good, but actually representing something totally bad. Understanding the budget. There needs to be political science, real political science degrees that you must have before you can be in office for anything, and you need to partner that with a business degree. I believe that there should be something like that. Instead of hiring and you guys are voting for Joe Blow that tells you whatever you want to hear. We have to protect ourselves with the requirements. We have to. Same thing with, we shouldn't have nobody with a legal immigrant or an immigrant a part of this. If you a first-time immigrant, you should not be in office. I don't care what nobody say. You shouldn't be in office. If your parents got here and now you born here, you shouldn't be in office. It should be at least 3 generations before you can get in office, because this is what happens. They use somebody that's just now a citizen because their parents came over here, which is cool. I have no problem with that. But I do not believe that you understand the American way. You don't. How can you represent America when you just got here from your parents and you were born here, but what do you understand the American way? Has your parents taught you the American way? No, they usually teach you the way of their own people. So how are you going to learn about America when you don't even get the right information about America? We need better standards. We need to be able to tell people and have better requirements, because if we don't, we're screwed. But 2 states and 2 cities we're going to have to pay attention to is Seattle and New York. 2 socialist mayors. They're not going to do a damn thing to help those people. They're going to take, and they're going to blame people above them so they can continue to move up. I already see the play. Do you?